Hey, KOED family. Hey, hey, hey. I see everybody's in the chat. I see people already ready. So they are ready for this on tonight. We are going to get started in just a few seconds, you guys. I'm so glad that you are here and you are ready. Good evening, Miss. I'm going to say Sharon.
Sharon White and Nadie.
Nadie.
Well, you
good evening, good evening, good evening.
Name.
So you guys come on in, share this video. Make sure that as you come in that you like this video and make sure that you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And if you can't see that you can comment, it's because you're not a subscriber. So this is if you're a subscriber, then you can comment. If you're not a subscriber, then oh well, you got to subscribe and then you're able to comment. So let me put this disclaimer out there. So you guys, this disclaimer is copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act in 1976. Allowance is made for the fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. This is for fair use only. So yes, we have this disclaimer out here. So this is for fair use. So that means we can kiki and we can talk about everything and we're going to say allegedly. All right. So you guys come on in here and let me remove this.
Please.
Ooh. Hey. Oh, yes.
Look how big and swollen.
Yeah, Sharon said I cannot wait. Hey, Miss Love. Hey.
There she be.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we are super excited to kiki on tonight and to have a good old time. So the ladies are getting ready backstage and we're going to bring them forth in just a few minutes. But I hope you guys had an amazing day. I hope you guys had a great day. Let me get them on. I hope you guys had a great day. And yeah, make sure that you share this video. Make sure that you like it as you come in, because what likes helps the algorithm in YouTube. It helps us push on up there so it can be spread across YouTube.
Yeah,
so
we're trying to push it, right?
Yeah.
Push it real good.
Hey, Miss Thompson. Hey, you guys on this Tuesday. So yeah, make sure as you come in, make sure that you like this video as you're coming on in. So we're gonna get started. We have two amazing ladies that are coming to the stage. I feel like I'm bringing them on stage, you know.
Not one, but two.
Two amazing ladies that are coming on stage on tonight. I feel like I'm gonna pass the microphone to them and they're gonna sing or do what they do. But yeah, so we all know and we love them. I do, you know what I'm saying, from both shows. Waiting to Exhale.
Ooh, speaking to the listeners, baby. Which one actually gonna be on smoking cigarette burn too?
So it's going to be Put a Ring on it, season 1. We have Ashley, and we also have Symone from Ready to Love season 3, you guys. Yes. So yes, so let's go ahead and get this party started. I'm not going to hold you guys long. Well, I don't know. We may have a good old time. So yeah, make sure as you come in, make sure that you like this video. So all right, you guys. So let me get everything started here.
Get started.
All right. Hey, Miss Ashley.
Hey.
Oh,
hey. Hey, Symone.
Hey.
What's going on, Miss Redwine?
Hey.
Hey, how are you doing? You look, both of you ladies look beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, Symone, we can't hear you.
Can we hear Symone? Symone?
We can't hear you.
I think
can you hear us?
Having some internet issues.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So I think Symone may be having some internet issues. I think you may be frozen. This is what happens when you're on the internet. Stuff
yeah,
like
I know. I was about to do that.
No.
Yeah, a new dance called the internet freeze.
Yeah. Symone, can you hear us? I think she's frozen. So what I'm gonna do?
The quality of this video is not that good. Okay, meaning, can you see? Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna bring her out, and let me remove this. So a lot of stuff is going on. There's a lot of stuff going behind us. Okay, so let me see. I'm just gonna hopefully she can get logged back on in just a minute. So, what did they say the quality of the video?
How's the quality of the video? It's blurry.
It's blurry.
Is it still blurry now?
Oh,
Is it
Pixelated.
What about
Wow.
now, you guys? The quality isn't good on my TV, but the quality is good on my phone.
Oh, okay. Well,
So, I'm not sure why.
yeah. Ashley, can you see us pretty good?
I can see y'all really well.
Okay. All right.
Hey, so we're trying to get everything situated. Some people said that there was some things that was blurry and not sure why. So yeah, I'm just trying to make sure. Yeah, everything is good. So, all right, you guys. So okay, so she's back. Let's try this again.
Hey, Symone, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry, my internet, my Wi-Fi is ghetto. So.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think like that too. So
Some-
it
No,
still
it
do
used
sometimes.
to.
No, it still do
Too got that new
sometimes.
box.
No, it still do. We want to trip sometimes. All right, so we are good. So hopefully everybody can hear us okay. Everybody can see us okay. It's getting better. Ashley is clear though. Okay. I just rolled with the phone. Okay.
All right. Oh, we
All
good.
right. So we are excited to have you beautiful ladies with us on tonight, you guys. So we are going to do a breakdown of put a ring on it since that's where Ashley is. That's her area. And Ready to Love, since that is Symone's area. So, if before we get started, if you guys can kind of just give us actually what's going on with you, give the people an update, what you have going on, because we want to know. You know, they want to know. And please put your disclaimer out there about
You what?
you and who that you are not with. So please, because we don't want the chat be filling up. If you and I with together, please put that disclaimer out there.
No problems. Hello, everyone. I would like to say Ashley is single. Okay, I am single now, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, currently, I am focusing on my self care, my well being, and also my career. I have been auditioning, just finished filming a movie in North Carolina, which will be coming out soon. I don't know when, but it's called Urge, and I'm definitely looking forward to that and more. TV and film opportunities here in Atlanta. I am currently dating. I am open to dating, and but yes, so that's
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Okay, you say you're open to dating, so you know they're gonna try to hit your inbox. So you know DMs. All right, Miss Symone, please tell people what is going on with you.
Absolutely. But before I do, I have to say, Ashley's like my friend in real life. I met her on Instagram because that's what I do. And this thing is being way too humble. See, what y'all don't know about Ashley is Ashley was actually one of the paralegals, one of the top paralegals in Texas at literally the number one law firm in Houston and top 5 in the world. Okay. And this chick, in less than a year, in less than a year, she picked up everything. She followed her dreams. She moved to a new city. She took a risk, put all her business on Front Street TV. And we've learned so much from her being so vulnerable. So I just want to say, girl, you earned it. Some people may see you and just think, oh, this happened to her overnight. I'm going to go on a reality show and, everything's no. You're special. You've been paying your dues for a long time. And I'm just happy to see that you're doing what, you've always been blessed and gifted to do, and you're happy.
Yes.
Wow.
Woo. Get up. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
look. I
It's the most
appreciate
important thing, like you said, you're happy.
You say
Mm-hmm.
I was saying I appreciate that, Symone, because a lot of times, I try not to like say too much, but yeah, that is definitely my background, and she is my cousin in my head.
All right.
okay.
And I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate the love, like seriously, I definitely appreciate the love, sweetheart.
Yes, we need another trip. We need another trip.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, Symone, go ahead and talk about you.
Okay, so oh Lord, let's see. We wrapped, it's funny. So we wrapped a number of months ago, but it didn't really feel like it was over till I watched the reunion on TV, because every week you just don't know. But so I'm still practicing law. I've had a really good last year, settled some cases that I've literally built my career around, particularly around companies that injure Black families, Black women, Black products, and they undervalue us because a lot of people don't realize that they decide the value of your case by your zip code.
Wow.
So when you live in Black neighborhoods, they're like, I'm just going to give them this. I'm just going to give them that. And I don't know how to say no. I asked all the questions as you've seen. And so I was really happy there was a family where everybody turned them down. 4 companies, 4 law firms turned them down. And I finally got them settled, got them a new life, and got them going. So I've been taking a break.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So basically, I practice personal injury law, consumer law. You may have seen me. I was on, TMZ and a few other news shows because one of my clients was doing a TikTok in her living room, and her neighbor crawled her second floor balcony with a knife and busted into her apartment, and it was all filmed on TikTok. So I helped her get out of her lease and got her 6 months rent donated from a nonprofit so she could get into safer housing. So I've just been out here minding other people's business.
Oh, wow.
Watching reality TV.
Wow.
Impressive,
that is. Wow.
Very impressive. I'm glad to see Black queens doing what they need to do to help the community out. I am.
Thank
you.
you.
And Ashley, after all what Symone said, what you did in Texas and all that, you still call me Deacon. That's so sad.
Come on, Deke.
That's sad. So sad. So sad.
Wow.
Woo! But so I love these shows, right? Because it's my release from like the heavy stuff that I do. So I love this. I talk trash, but I'm really sweet girl. But I'm used to being a regular person. I'm not used to like thousands of people looking at my YouTube reviews. So that's been very new because people will be like, "Why don't you like so and so?" I'm like, "I don't know them. I like nobody."
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get into it. Let's say, Ashley, what do you think about this upcoming season of Put a Ring on It? Like, I know you watched it, and actually we was in the watch party with Dr. Nicole. So, actually we heard from a couple of the people on the cast.
Yeah.
And Eddie had reminded me of something that Alexa said.
About
But But yeah, just tell us what do you think about this upcoming season?
Lord, I think it's going to be crazy. Number one, the biggest change that I've noticed as watching it is from my season to their season is that they have no boundaries at all. They had to rip up their boundaries, and that was not it was our decision if we wanted to get rid of the boundaries or not when it was my season. So that is crazy to see. And also, I think it's weird to see other people going through the same journey that we did. And I just think it's really crazy that these guys are clowning, knowing good well they're probably going to be crying once the girls go on their dates. Because I'm telling you right now, when those tables turn, it's going to be crazy. So I really am looking forward to seeing this upcoming season. But I'm just like,
So one thing I did notice is that it seems like, and we talked about this when we were in Atlanta Saturday. So it kind of seems like they upped the antes. You know what I'm saying? You guys were the first season, and things we were trying to get adjusted to what it was going to be like. But when the second season, it's like, okay, like you said, no boundaries, and it seemed like these men, have dated, one of them 14 years. They've been, so yeah, it seems a little intense.
Oh yeah.
Very intense. And another part was the part when they're going on a date with other people and their person at the same time. Like,
oh yeah,
absolutely crazy. I definitely don't think our season could have done it. Well, the rest of the cast, I think, but maybe not mine. I couldn't have gone on that date. That would have been a crazy date.
Yeah, especially with who.
Would have been
right.
All right, so Symone, tell us about what you think about Ready to Love. So I know you were on season. So what do you feel about this season? You know what I'm saying? Is it kind of like different than what you guys experienced?
You know what? It has been. With my ADD mind, I gotta say this before I forget. Every time I see Joelle, I think about Hollywood. Does anybody else do that? Not the look, but just some of the the life of the party.
Right.
Yeah, the life of the party.
You dig? You hurt me. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing it.
Yes. So I I loved watching this season. For two main reasons. I'm a super fan, of course. But also it was nice to sit back and watch because I went through it first. Many people know I'm best friends with Tyra. We are the original frickin' frat. I tease and I tell Stacy and I tell Stacy and Chrysanthemum that like we're both attorneys. I just moved here. She convinced me to move to Houston and let me stay by her while I've been trying to get a house. Lord, 2 more weeks. But so when I was going through it at the resort, I was like crying or upset and feeling some type of way. And then I would come home and watch the episodes and she saw what I was going through. But I'm sure she was like, why'd she keep talking about, why don't you shut up talking about this? So now she's going through it. I'm like, I told you. So that's been really interesting. But just overall, what I thought was really cool this year is all the male villains. Okay.
Yeah.
We had some true, I mean, not that I don't want anybody to be mean, but I'm so used to the women characters being the villains. But for the first like 6 episodes, from Troy being the kissing bandit, travel agent,
leave my boy Troy alone, man.
giving out kisses like he's Oprah. From that to David and Ron. So I think this one for me, it was slow to start, but got juicy in the end.
Mm. And how did David turn into, what's your girl name? What was her name? The one that was on your season that wouldn't let Rashid give her the walking papers?
Oh, Denise.
No, not Denise.
Naya.
Which one?
Naya.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
It was the same.
That was David did the Naya.
Yeah.
No cameras. I ain't gonna say.
Exactly. I want to see him at the reunion. I'm curious if at the reunion, is he gonna apologize, kind of like Naya didn't do, or is he gonna make it worse?
Yeah,
I think he's gonna make it worse. I really think he's gonna make it worse. So he has this image, this ego. I just don't see him apologizing. I could be wrong.
All right, you guys. So what I did was just took each couple, and we're just gonna break down now. I know, Symone, that you probably watched Put a Ring On. I'm getting everything confused. Did you watch Put a Ring On? Okay.
I watched some of the first one.
Okay. So you can, give your opinion on this. So let's talk about this first couple.
We ain't gonna talk about the elephant in the room, are we?
What, his hair?
I didn't say about his hair.
You said that's an elephant in the room. Yeah, you want to. So whoever wants to go first and talk about them as a couple. So yeah.
Well, she's pretty. We can start there. I'm just gonna be very basic. She's beautiful. Now, how long have they been together? That's how I remember them. But like
3 years.
14. Oh, 3. Okay, well, yeah, it's not that bad.
Come on, Symone.
Yeah, go ahead, Symone.
Because my eggs will be spoiled by then. Like my friend, he got like 1 good year, maybe 1.5. Because after that, do you have $20,000, sir, for me to make a baby? No. Okay, let's get to work.
Right.
Wow.
At this point, if she wants a baby, it just seems like she is a little. It seems like she might be a little more invested into this relationship. Like she's ready to move forward. But it also seems like she might be, I think some other issues might have occurred in this relationship where it might feel a little, I don't want to say insecure because I know sometimes guys can do things and it can mess with you. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like she's a little more invested and she wants to be married now. So he's still living in his football years, maybe. And
that's what I think was going on.
Yeah.
How old is he? Like 39? 38?
I don't think he's not that old. Symone. He's probably in his 30s. I don't think he's 39. But
he's a little more water.
He's not 39.
Yeah. Really.
I'm dead. I can't.
I said just a little more water.
Okay.
It's the way she met him anyway. That's why she had.
Oh, I missed that part. Remind me, please.
When he met her and 3 or 4 other women at the same time, basically. Yes. So now she was the last one standing. Now she has this insecurity going on.
Yeah.
So of course, he's a player. That's what he do. And now she's trying to what's the old saying? Make a woman of the street housewife.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, getting the cow and the milk for free and
Right, right.
when you're
And she-
lactose intolerant in the first place. Yes. Mm-mm.
yeah, that's what's going on
Yeah.
with her, man.
Yeah.
That is the stupidest plan ever, I can tell you. Me and this girl, I won't say her real name, but me and this girl, we used to have the same boyfriend. Well, I didn't know it was together, so I bowed out. I tapped right on out gracefully. And I said, you know, you're welcome to continue with this foolishness. But she was nice, so we became friends. Well, she told me that her strategy was to be the last one standing. But I was like, you know, that's not a thing, right? Because somebody's always going to be willing to be the side thing, so you can be the main thing. But guess what? Guess who doesn't care who's the main thing? AIDS. Okay? AIDS.
All
So
right.
you're over here thinking about a lifestyle, but you need to think about your life.
Exactly.
Oh, that's
That's
good.
true.
Yeah.
Hey, very
I can impart any amount of wisdom is to don't waste your time.
Oh, yeah. So you would give Jessica wisdom to tell her not to waste, or you just saying that in general?
I'm saying in general.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So let's move on to her name is LaRonda and Sean.
Okay.
LaRonda and Sean. That, to me, they are I don't know, they seem real laid back. So I'm not sure.
Hey, but she seemed like she was on him. She was like, "What time did you breathe during this date? What time did you sip your water? What time?" Like, oh Jesus! Like,
yeah, she is like a little control freak there. Yeah, she's really controlling. Just a teeny bit.
But I think he said that she was a coach or something like that. So maybe that where she has a little, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, I don't know.
Yeah.
So Symone, you don't have no thoughts?
Come and pray for him.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Not saying that it's a good thing, but I think in relationships, it's always best to have someone that's a little more passive than the other person, you know, and then that way it works. Not saying you need to push, but I think if two strong people get together, like, I think it would be more of an issue. Like, he's laid back, he doesn't have a problem with it, so.
Well, yeah, I can kind of agree with that. You know, you can have one person kind of laid back, and the other person, you know, because you have two headstrong people in a relationship, you're gonna be bumping heads all the time.
All the time. So with them, it just works because he doesn't have, you know, he doesn't care.
And you just have to, you really have to, those quiet guys, you kind of have to watch them. They're, you know, they're different degrees of it. But sometimes them quiet ones, those are the men who just don't come home no more.
Sneaky. No, let me stop.
I mean, I decided I'm through with it. I don't feel like arguing with you no more. My brother, I'm not supposed to tell my family's business. But one of my relatives, he just got another apartment and just like didn't come. I was like, you don't want your stuff? He was like, no, I hate her that much. I was like, dang. Wow. But just very, they really hate the drama that much. And when they're done, they're done. It's strange.
Oh, yeah.
True.
You got to watch out for that.
Baby, hold on. Jesus, be offended. Jesus, be a Muslim.
Give us the summary of them, Ashley. Go ahead. Give us
the
summary.
Look, y'all.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to take over your show.
14.
No. Go ahead.
Let me start with this. 14 years, okay? I can't say that. I mean, 9 was bad, but they done topped it with 14 years, okay? Now, the problem that I have with this couple, I'm not even gonna lie, it's not even a woman. I can't remember their name. I just remember the guy is from, what, Field Mob or something like that? Or
Darian.
And Alexa.
Okay. Seem like amazing people. Of course, Symone, the guys went on the first dates. And he went on a date. This, you know, bad little stallion came to the door and he's fanning out. He was being extra the entire time. He was over the top. And y'all know I'm an expert on extra because I've had to deal with it.
Yes.
So the extraness is when he comes home and he's kind of, you know, his girl asking him about the date, and he just was like, "Man, see, she don't talk to me like you. She don't make me feel
a little too far."
Like, he went over the top, and I just feel like that extraness. Eventually, people get tired of it. I mean, number one, I'm tired because of 14 years, you know. But you're being extra and singing his latest praises. I just feel like he wants to be out there. Like, he still wants to be in these streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, entertainers, I definitely see they either have to transition into being wanting to be family men and do it at their own time,
Yes.
or they have to find like feel like, okay, I've got closure from this career. I want to do something else and be okay with it. Because if they feel like their career ended too suddenly and they weren't ready, oh, any moment now they're ready for the B2K tour, to open up on it, or whatever. But also with him, he reminds me, I am very weary of men who need a lot of attention. Because in my experience, men who need a lot of attention justify cheating by saying, well, you weren't there for me. You were working. You were taking care of the kids. You were, well, if I don't feed the kids, they going to call CPS. What do you mean? And it's kind of like, it's never, nothing is ever enough for men who really are attention starved.
Yep, that is so true.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And one thing she said that that she treats him like a king. So what's the problem, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like, what's the problem?
Can I take up for the guy for a minute?
No, you can't, D.
All I was saying, the guy has been in a relationship for 14 years. Okay, so he has been on a date in 14 years. So he get this new woman come in his life. So he just decided it's just like a kid on Christmas Day opening his presents up. So yeah, when he told his woman when he got back, that was a little too much. Maybe he didn't just have a relationship like that about the booty and the breasts and all that. Yeah, that was a little too much. But I just think
credit.
Do you know
what that is? I said he need to get her a care credit card. You just charge up that LiPo. It's a card. You get credit card. You put your LiPo on.
Oh,
very big in Atlanta. $169 a month. Don't ask me how I know.
Okay, okay, you shut that down. All right, I'm done. I'm done. You got it.
You know what, D? I'm not even gonna lie to you. I feel like you're actually right about that. When I think about even my experience, I did get a connection with someone, but I'm not saying his is a connection.
It's not.
His is just a physical. I ain't been out. Like it's like
exactly
dog out of the cage and they just running wild, peeing on everything. I just feel like that was the difference. Like for me, I actually kind of got a little spark and it was like, ooh, so I understand that. But he just going, wow, he's going crazy.
Yeah, he needs to reel it in a little bit, but that's what I thought. I said, man, he just hasn't been out in a while and he's just so excited he's around somebody new. And so
now, do y'all think he's been faithful though? Y'all think he's been faithful for that 14 years?
14 years.
He said he had.
He claimed he had.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
So I'm not gonna throw salt on the dude's wounds, but I'm just gonna say that's what he said. I'm just gonna.
We'll say tune in to the rest of the episodes this season. Let's see.
Yeah. That's true. Now, the girl he went out with kind of looks like your friend, Symone, your bestie. She kind of looks like Tyra. Her name is Kai. So,
wow.
Yeah, that is funny. So immediately when I saw her, I thought about Tyra. So, yeah. So let's see. Because he is fixing to flaunt Miss Kai in his girlfriend face. So, yeah. All right, so let's move on to Ready to Love. Ready to Love. Ready to Love.
Ready. Ready for this reunion.
For
these couples right here. So this is
Chris and Amber.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't trust Amber at all. It's just me. I don't trust her, but
you don't trust Amber?
No,
because she's a lawyer.
No. I understand she's a lawyer. I get that, but you go out with somebody, you kiss this guy, and you don't tell the guy you dating that you kissed this guy. The only way he found out, it got brought up in the conversation by somebody else.
Well, that's kiss the guy. The guy hurt.
Don't matter. It doesn't matter. She still should told him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, she should call him up like Liz did David. Hey, I went out with Ron, and Ron tried to kiss me.
Okay, so I have a question. Do you trust Joel because of the stuff he did at the think tank?
No, I don't trust Joel. No, he's light skinned. No, you're joking. I'm just joking, y'all. No, I don't trust him, man. No.
We both red balls. What you
trying? Okay, so what do y'all think about Amber and Chris?
I'll let you start.
I think they're cute together. Yeah, I think they're cute together. Like, even though she's I think she was the youngest cast member and he's in his 40s, he has a really young spirit. And I always felt like he was very sincere about finding love. Like I had told him, I was like, listen, you are so handsome. You have beautiful bone structure. I'm really big on bone structure. And I said, look, if this whole Ray Love thing doesn't work for you, you should let me manage you. He was like, you think I could be a model? I was like, no, a prostitute. I was like, listen, I want to hook you up with old senior citizen ladies, like read them the Bible. So we won't do anything to them, but like you'll just keep them company, like what do they call those people? Escort, like an escort. And I was like, you can make so much money, especially in like New York and places with a lot of disposable income. So if they don't work out, Chris. So if they don't work out, Chris should be a professional male escort. Okay. Because a lot of older women really like him and they'll give him money. And then he'll give me 20%.
Wow. Why do you like him like that though, Symone?
What? That's my friend. Yeah.
Why you say the older women like Chris? You know, is it?
Well, first of all, he like his features are very like timeless. So he's 40, but he looks like he's in his 30s.
Right.
And the older women, they like that voice. You know that, hi, I'm Chris.
Oh,
I'm gonna read the book of Leviticus.
Boy.
You know, he can read them Bible scriptures and whatever, and it sounds really calming and soothing when he gives them their medicine. That was my concept.
You went really, really, really dark, you know.
He likes the idea. He just doesn't want me to talk about it in public.
Okay.
So what was it like working with Chris on the show? So like, you know, since he is returning and he didn't, you know, did you guys make a connection? I mean, or you just saw him as a friend?
We did. I only saw him as a friend. But yeah, I thought very highly of him. I used to call him like my therapist because he was so calming. I was like, do I owe you a copay? Because you have just really helped me today. But when his connection with Naya fell, like there were different times when people were like multiple times when the girls were trying to send Rashid home. And at this point, Chris was more in the friend zone. And so I had to say to multiple people, I was like, wait a minute, who here wants to do it to Chris? Only Naya. So therefore, Chris should go, Rashid should stay, because a bunch of us want to do it to Rashid still. And so that's how I saved Rashid.
Do what to Rashid?
She said
everything.
Well.
Depends on the day.
Well.
This is not an admission. I'm just saying.
Well.
But I was happy to see he got another chance to come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if anybody came besides Chris, if somebody else guy was to come back, who would you think get another chance? Because Rashid, because the last season.
Yeah, I would think Rashid, but Rashid probably wouldn't do it. But the other one I was really thinking is David. I think David from my season, who's the chef, who doesn't work, he's a naked chef in an apron now. He would eat that up. Yeah, he don't like wearing clothes. He wears aprons. If you go to his page, he'll wear aprons and he makes the most amazing seafood nachos.
That's what Ashley, he was with you, right?
Yeah, he actually came. Yeah, he was in Atlanta this weekend.
He was, huh? Okay.
So he's sweet. He doesn't have any kids. He can cook. I actually thought he was unemployed at the time. And I kept thinking like, wow, you really manage your money quite well. But no, he has multiple businesses. And I wouldn't have had a problem if he was unemployed, as long as you're not asking me for money. But I just always felt like he was just well balanced. And he's actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, he definitely is. One thing I would like to add, though, about Chris and Amber is that I don't know how, I mean, they look cute together, but I don't know how long it's going to work. I mean, that part about him being celibate and she was like, no, I'm not about that life. I just feel like it might be an issue.
Come on, man.
Oh, it's over. It's got to be. She's doing it to somebody and he's doing it to himself. No.
I don't think it's gonna last. Like I don't really think that Chris is going to. He's not going to go through with that. You know, him and Amber. You know, they have such a connection and chemistry. I don't think that part is gonna last.
Yeah.
Well, see, he went through this spiritual awakening, and I'm gonna pick my words carefully because I don't want to talk about negatively about anybody else's religion. But I know that it involves him being just a lot more rooted in the stars and the sky and it's esoterical and a bit abstract. I don't really understand it, but so that's why he wasn't retaining any semen on my season. So that is all very new, and so I think when Amber was initially talking to him and stuff, none of that was happening.
Okay. Intriguing. All right, man.
You better spill the tea.
Right.
That's why those old ladies are perfect. They're not gonna care.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know now. Those old ladies, they not finna just be. They want some too. Yeah, they want some too. They,
Oh, my question is, when your women get into their 50s and 60s, do they drive go down?
Oh, you looking at me and asking?
I mean, of course, I don't know because I'm not there. I'm still 21. I'm just saying. I feel like, I mean, it might go up. I don't know.
No,
I think it depends on your husband.
But we just say people in the nursing home. You know what I'm saying? They still be trying to do it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, you hurt my
head. They be having outbreaks of STDs there.
Oh yeah, that's true. I heard that. Yeah,
definitely. Dangerous. Girls. Had to get my granddaddy out of there. He had 5 wives. I was like, come on. Come back to the house.
What he was proposing to all those women with the cherry.
Yes. He was like giving them treats and snacks, and I was like, "She has diabetes. You can kill her." It was ridiculous. He needed to come back to the house. Papa.
All right, so now let's move on to Joel with his Easter suit on.
Your homeboy, Ashley.
Joel.
Joel, as they call him. Your homeboy.
So at first I want to know what he got on, because that looked like some that you wear.
Like you walking up to somebody's teacher. Hey, teacher, I need to give me some homework.
He's doing a Zoom meeting from the top up, okay?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's all right. You got it.
All right. So whoever want to go first.
Actually, I'm going to let you lead.
I don't see this one going anywhere as well. I mean, I just feel like it started off kind of rocky. He just doesn't seem like he is too sure of what he wants to do and to settle down. He keeps mentioning like, oh, she's clingy, she might be clingy, whatever. But I just feel like, as women, we know what we want. And if we're sticking with it, we think you do too. We go for what we know. We want you to as well. But I just don't feel like it's going to last. That's just my opinion.
You just don't trust Joel, right?
No, it's not even that I don't trust them. It's not that I don't trust them. I just feel like, you can kind of tell when somebody is just trying to be a little too smooth, and they might be a little player and they still might have a little play in them. I think that's normal. Like, as you grow, you kind of see that some of these people are not ready for, like, to settle down. And so, I don't know. It's not that I don't trust him, because I don't know him. I don't know him at all. And, I love my New Orleans men. I do, but they can be flirts.
They're the wildest ones.
Forever, ever. Okay.
Do you see chemistry with them too? Connection with them too?
Honestly, I think I saw it a little more at the beginning, but I don't know if that was just him kind of woo. I know you get on me deep all the time about me saying about being flirty and doing whatever, but I'm just saying, I feel like he has that too. A lot of people from New Orleans, just Louisiana in general, we have that where we make everybody feel loved. We make them feel like they family. And I think he did that. Out of all of the pickings, I think he liked like her body. She has a nice shape, and I feel like he was attracted to that. He looked like he wanted a little feel on the cheeks, but I don't know if he want to go down weeks. Like,
you better, Ryan.
Get it, girl.
Well, being from New Orleans and Joel, it's a trend for the New Orleans people. They see anybody, they love everybody, they touch everybody.
You trying to be funny.
Yeah.
Touchy. Yes.
Yes. I don't know why y'all so touchy, man.
Because we brought up with love. Like, really, it's just
you can love somebody without touching all over them. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta feel it's good energy. You gotta feel it. You gotta get it. They're
people mixed messages when you do that, though. You getting people all crossed up because you touching and loving them. They think you feeling them like that,
But that's just the culture. That's just how we're brought up. And sometimes, you know, we don't understand that some people might see that as, ooh, you love me and you want me for the rest of your life. And really, it's just like, can we go bowling? Like,
yeah, sure.
For real. Yeah.
Okay,
but I think too, like it. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It's your turn.
I think too, because it's like as women though, there's a lot of pressure on us to find love on these shows.
yes.
But then for the men, there's a lot of encouragement for them to use this as a springboard to meet even more ladies than they had before. We got to remember, Joel is a 40-year-old rapper. He is a rapper. He is a lyrical genius. He has a rap song with Mystical. That's huge, okay, for us Creole people. But my point is, I think anybody who, like, so he's starting his career off, like, as far as the mainstream. Therefore, I don't think that kind of guy is going to be ready for a relationship. He's going to want more space. She will probably want more of a commitment. I don't see them coming to an agreement there. I think they'll try it for a minute.
Yeah.
And then I think Joelle starts being inconsistent and she gonna peace out. That's my guess.
So, you know, people have told us that Joel is a rapper. But, you know, I guess you have to go to his Instagram to find that out because he never said that on the show.
No,
they don't let you.
Yeah, they don't let you say all of that.
Really?
You can't say actress. There are some, you know, people that done actress, they had to like take it out of their, what is it, their Instagram bios or their bios. You can't say actress, you can't say that. Even if you have another job, you know, they don't want people to think that people are just going on the show for that.
Exactly. Makes sense.
That's why.
So
but he had a music video. Oh, go ahead.
What do you think about Venetia? You personally, Symone.
I mean, I think that at her age, she has a lot to offer. And I think that rather than meeting a guy who she feels like, okay, I need to work with him to change, like improve his communication and this and that, I think she just needs to get somebody who's okay with her territorial style, as she called it, or her clinginess, who appreciates it. I mean, I think for her, she probably would do good with like a barbershop owner, a laundry shop owner, like somebody who, like, you know, went to prison for a while, saved his money, put it in the walls, pulled it out, cleans it. Okay, it's good money now, and he's got multiple businesses, and he just wants a woman who's gonna be good to him.
What kind of thing you be dealing with, man?
Just like former drug dealers. They're really good clients. They pay cash all the time, consistently.
They pay cash.
Okay. Yes, the statute of limitations has expired on all of them. So
we got a credit card now?
Yes, actually, and a bank account.
Wow.
In his name, not his baby mom's name. But I think she needs like a guy who's over the partying stage, who probably has some grown kids, like she's got bigger kids. You know, maybe he got a boat. They can go out on the boat. They can have some nice times together, but who's just going to be content and chill with having a good old time with his woman and not need a lot of attention.
Right. I agree.
All right. So now let's move on to the next one. Okay. So the next one is Liz and Jason.
Where'd they go?
Sorry, y'all. I was trying to go get a drink. You ain't gotta call me out.
Yeah, I thought you felt. I thought she fell on her chair. Nah, sure.
So yeah, this is Liz and Jason. So a lot of people think that this is not true love.
They think it is.
Young for her.
I think they sincerely like each other, and they're gonna have a particularly unique bond because it's like a trauma bond. Like, we've overcome this, we've gone through this experience together. Because she feels like, you know, some people have discounted her relationship by making her calling her number 2. Plus, remember, she didn't initially get cast for this show. She didn't get cast the first season in Houston. She didn't cast the second season in Houston. And then God woke up and tapped her on her shoulder and said, "Come on, girl, I got a man for you over here. Show up." And I think she gave a live, and I think she said they called her like 2 days beforehand. And then in his situation, I do believe he liked her, but I think he needed to go through the experience he had with Kyra to be cemented in it and to have closure and know, okay, this is what I want. because Kyra wasn't going to be as patient with him. Kyra wasn't going to, like his mom said, he needs somebody who's going to lead him without him necessarily knowing it or doing it in a bossy way. So I actually think that they're a sincere couple. And another reason that I think that is I judge the guys already love by their jobs. If they got a job where I feel like, oh, you going on TV so you can sell more houses or this, that, and the third.
Right.
But remember, Jason, he's a school teacher.
Yeah.
You know, you don't get more kids in your class by being on this show. So
yeah,
I think he came with good intentions.
Honestly, it could be a good match, but I just feel like she's a little more seasoned, a little more matured. Like when I look at them, they don't really
match.
I used to think that, but I don't think that. Like I realized I was giving her the expectations I would give to like myself. Mm-hmm. And I think she enjoys more of a simpler life from the things she said herself that she enjoys. Also, that swimsuit, dead giveaway. Okay. That swimsuit was that one piece, you know, the geriatric one.
Girl.
Oh, my Rainbow Bright.
Yes, Rainbow Bright, exactly. Yeah. That just screamed, I want to live in the country and I want to swim in a swimming hole.
Can y'all mute her? Mute her.
No, I'm just saying. So I do think I used to think, especially because it said CEO and stuff, and I was like, okay, she's a boss. She deserves like a doctor or a lawyer, maybe a mega pastor. Like I have friends, and I was going through my little list for her. And then I was like, no, actually, because I feel like too, if you've been single for 17 years, it's because you are very specific on what you want. None of these guys were it. And so you're like, if I can't have what I want, I don't want none of y'all fools. Well, she can build a bear with this boy. This man, Jason, she can build him and mold him into whatever she wants him to be. And he's like, so gosh darn grateful. I think he's going to comply. And before he knows it, you know, they're going to be married. By then, they're going to be married. And, you know, the Bible don't believe in divorce, so they're not going nowhere.
Especially dealing with the Liz, man.
Okay, right. So since you are... Kyra is your BFF.
Oh, Ashley.
Oh, okay. I was about that. Ashley, go ahead.
No, I already said my piece about it.
Yeah, I think she had said her.
Okay, well, all right.
Okay, so.
Match. Yeah.
Okay, so since Kyra is your BFF, how does she feel about you saying it?
She agrees.
Okay.
She agrees because if you listen to, and what's weird is I knew I was going to be doing this with Rashid. Oh, by the way, guys, each week, go to the Ages and Stages podcast. Please follow myself and Rashid. We do weekly reviews. After the show, we're going to start talking about love, relationships. I'll tell you more at the end. But I told her, I was like, I don't want to know because I'm going to be doing this and I want it to be, you know, unique and process it with Rashid. Plus, I like being right. So, throughout it, she kept saying, you know, I want a man to lead me, And for me, when he made that comment, I'm like a soldier on the battlefield looking for my captain. And he made another comment about, I need you just to tell me what you want me to do. I was like, oh, hell no, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah, he did make some comments. He did.
No. And for me, those men in my personal life as well have not worked because my problem is I then tell them, I give them the blueprint. I say, I'd like these things. And that's exactly what he pretends to be. And by the time I realized he was just doing this to get me, I'm stuck like Chuck. And then I got to break up with him.
Yep.
So I seen it. And I was like, I think that the kind of thing you can do for somebody is not waste their time.
Period.
And so I felt like Kyra knows she deserves a nice guy, which he was, and he was safe. He adored her so much. He was so kind to her. He talked so nice to her. And he was consistent. I mean, Kyra spoke on it, so then I can say it. But like Valentine's Day weekend, you know, they spent both days, not nights. But, you know, they went and did things, did activities, not just like, you know, men be trying to Netflix and chill you up. But I think what it was is I feel like from watching it, because I've experienced something like this, her feelings were hurt by the downplaying. It was okay that he liked someone else who was more ready for him. But I think her feelings were hurt when she heard that he had said basically, you know, our weekend together, our Valentine's didn't mean anything, meeting my family, because he had come over and met her family.
Wow.
And like none of that meant anything to you, for you when you said the weeks thing. So I think her feelings were more hurt. It wasn't you picked her, not me. It was, how did I get so played when I stepped out of my box to date someone different than me? When my whole thing is, I thought you would have taken better care of me. So I think in her mind, she's trying to figure out, how did I make this mistake so I don't make it again? That's what I've done.
Wow.
See, a lot of people kind of criticize me for taking up for Kyra, and
they all in the comments. He on the Kyra train.
Yeah, I'm not on the Kyra train, but I understood where she was coming from. She just working the process, and people didn't give her credit to work the process. Now we know more stuff that happened. It makes more sense now.
I don't think it's gonna make sense to everybody.
They call it some people.
Yeah.
But I hate that Liz felt disrespected in that moment, because I said, like in that moment when she was saying, you know, Liz made a comment that she felt that Kyra was discounting her connection with Jason. But I feel like when that happens, you got to go to the man and say, what is it about what you said to her that made her think y'all's connection was so much stronger?
Right.
Because the woman is just going by what the man has told her.
That's right. That's right.
So instead of us going to each other and being like, he didn't like you. Well, actually, I don't know. He might have liked you. But today he don't. But, you know, at that time. So it's a hard process.
My question is, so if Kyra spent time with, I think you said she met his family or vice versa.
Right.
He met her family. So that wasn't filming, right?
No.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So that was just.
No, it wasn't. It was the same girl that she called her sister that met AJ.
Okay.
Met him like a week before or something like that.
Okay. And so are you guys allowed to do that? Or like evidently so they did it. You know? So
you might remember, because that's how Amber and Ron kissed.
Right.
They linked up on camera. So but what ends up happening and why you really don't want to do it is because if it's not filmed, then you're going to get back on set and have some issues with somebody, and it's not going to make sense. You're going to look some type of way, just like Kyra looked salty, catty, a variety of things, because they chose to do that off camera. If it had been on camera, it would have made a little bit more sense. You could still disagree, but it would have made more sense. And I think ultimately, I felt like she liked AJ more, but she was just scared of AJ. She didn't think AJ would get it together. So she went with the safe option, and then in going with the safe option, it ended up not being so safe after all.
All right then. Hopefully the Kyra haters will know why she did what she did and cut some slack.
Nope. You won't.
What did you feel, Courtney? What did you feel like she should have just self-eliminated? How did you feel, Courtney?
As far as Kyra, I felt like she, just from judging by what they show us, I really felt like that she was more into Jason more than AJ. You know, I think she was in her feelings that, you know, something happened between her and Jason that she felt like she didn't know anything about. Like, you know, like, why is he choosing Liz? You know, because a lot of stuff that Liz say that Kyra said, like, oh, he makes me feel giddy. I feel like a kid, you know. So she said some of the same things. So
you know what? You're so right.
Yeah. So they both had some of the same experiences, but what happened? And so when me and I was thinking back, I think of them finances when that ex-boyfriend had said, well, she not good with money. So it seemed like at that point, Jason started.
Jason ain't got no money, so I don't think that would be an issue.
Also, too, I saw a live that Kyra did, and she said that she had that conversation with Jason before that aired. She did. And she volunteered the information that she wasn't really necessarily good with finances, but she paid her bills, but she was, you know, whatever. So when the boyfriend said it wasn't a shock to him because he already.
Okay.
Yeah, and Jason ain't like, you know, he's regular. But I think actually the truth is when it changed was when, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. The truth is when it changed was when those 4 men picked Kyra. See, Jason then began to question her sincerity. He felt like, wait a minute, I was feeling special. Now these other guys, Joel and what was the other one? And David, who I didn't even know you had connections with. If you're doing with them what you're doing with me, then I'm not so special to you after all. I think that was a personal thing that he had. So then he starts to pull away from her and really starts to ask her like reassurance, because she always said, Jason, you're my number one. But if today I have to pick a boyfriend, I don't know that I could pick either of you. So when she said, you know, all her eggs were in Jason's basket, Jason was always her number one, and he knew that. But for him, he knew he wanted to leave in a relationship, which is great. And he was like, I'm gonna pick the girl that is sure about me.
Or do you think he decided to pick the girl that had the least amount of competitors for himself?
Absolutely. Because that, I feel like that's the type of guy, like, yes, he was a college athlete or what have you, but I absolutely think he did not like all that competition. Mm-hmm. He liked the beautiful girl who I was her only option, so therefore I would feel reassured. Because remember, his last girlfriend fiance treated him terribly. Mm-hmm. She was mean, and he spoke on that. So to have these two beautiful women be so kind to him, but I do think that all the other guys liking her, he didn't feel special, and with this one other woman who could give all of herself to him, it made the most sense to him. And
so Liz was a safe choice then, basically.
She was a safe choice. She was a good choice, but she was a more safe choice. Because, I mean, you see, Kyra didn't pick AJ either. She picked herself.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. The only person Jason had to deal with was David. And David, he took his own self out. So look at acting all cuckoo and crazy like.
So let me put this final picture up, but I do want to because we talked about, y'all just talked about that. But so what is it that AJ, like, what is it that
is he lacking?
Yeah.
What's he lacking?
What is it that
turned Kyra off? Was you still
consistency?
I'm sorry?
Consistency.
The same thing Alexis Fly said.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And his mama said, because his mom was like, he likes projects. He picks up these projects and handles them for a while. See, AJ is actually highly intelligent. He's an engineer, like college educated engineer or whatever, in addition to doing the music. And I think that he is probably accustomed to dating low hanging fruit. And so when you have that, you don't get challenged like Alexis was challenging him. Alexis was like, I need you to be more consistent. You said you were going to call me, or you were going to come or do this. He's not used. I won't say he's not used to, because I don't know him. But if you're used to low hanging fruit, you're not used to having to step up and be consistent.
Very well said.
All right, man. Low hanging fruit, man.
Yeah, you know, AJ, you're right, Symone. He seemed like he's very intelligent, and he, like you said, you know how the kids get bored, they toys, they put him up. And I think Kyra, like you said, was kind of scared that she was gonna be that toy he played with for a while, then pull her away, then she's stuck in the cold again.
Well, you know, what's her name? Amber did say that he seems like the type of guy that he want a woman to be like all over him. You know, he's real laid back, and he want a woman to chase him. So that was the reason why she didn't go after him. She was like,
well, Alexis did that though.
Well, Alexis, yeah,
but Alexis was gonna chase. She was gonna jog behind that man.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. So yeah,
she's gonna pick up the shoes and everything.
But see, but AJ also has mama issues. That's the word I use for it. You can call it whatever you want. I had daddy issues. Well, I talked about that thoroughly, because if you picked it up, I think you noticed that he said, my mother and I are at a good place now.
Right. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah. So they've been.
And generally when that happens, you have a disconnect with them. You can't give them your all because you don't want them to hurt you like mama did. Mm-hmm. So he's probably very guarded when it comes to women. He probably gets real close to falling, and then does some stupid that pisses us off, and then flies on back.
So what y'all think about Alexis Fly then? Because she flew away. So yeah.
Yeah, Alexis Fly. She's too thirsty for me. Too thirsty.
Some love. Like she really, or she just really wanted to win. Like, you know, at one
Both.
Yeah. I think it was both. She wanted love, but she wanted to win. And it kind of just hit her the wrong way. And I feel like it just really just crushed her. Oh, poor Alexis.
Yeah. Well, her hair looks really pretty now.
No,
She
poor
straightened
Alexis.
it.
No, poor Alexis.
No, poor Alexis.
Yeah, she did that to herself,
Yes,
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you supposed to be all in church and you talking about sex 24/7, man. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
What she did.
Pretty much. I mean, well, Jesus
And then
would
at
give
the
us plan
end,
B.
and then at the end, she wanted her man of God, so she was expecting Ron to be that man to pray her through.
Ron said, nope.
I know.
Right.
I know. Let me be quiet. Let me sit. I said enough. I jokingly called him an atheist, and he's like, "You got people thinking I'm an atheist." I was like, "Well, I mean, I've never seen you go to church, so."
So, do you know him personally?
Yeah, do y'all?
Oh yeah, I know him. I used to date his cousin.
Oh, okay. Houston must be a small
world.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I dated his cousin when I lived in New York, but you know, Black Wall Street, Black professional, you know, stuff. We all know each other. So yeah, I actually dated him there, and then I met him on Tinder here, and that was that's a fun story for another day. It was a travel date. We went on a trip to Costa Rica, and I almost called the police on him, but that's okay.
Okay. So how is Ron? I mean, because we hear that he the life of the party down there.
He is. That's why I'm his friend. He is. He's a homeowner, ladies, and he has a hot tub if you care about those things. He also has a lot of disposable income and no student loans. I do care about that.
Wow. Okay.
He very much. I could see him with Chrysanthemum.
That's who we should have been with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's funny because now that's over. I mean, they still kids. She actually met his mom, and like they hung out and stuff like that. So you never know. Like he likes the party, she likes the party.
Have you ever? Go ahead, Ash. Go ahead.
I was about to say we shall see at the reunion.
Have y'all heard from Stacy?
Yeah, I fixed her up with somebody. She good.
She good.
For how long is she gonna be good? Okay.
We'll see. I actually checked on it today. Actually, we will see.
You know, who shouldn't have like teamed up. Like, you know, in a situation like this, I just feel like they shouldn't have teamed up.
Freaking frack.
Yeah, freaking frack. I think it made it very difficult for the guys, very intimidating for the guys to be able to talk to one another.
It did.
I felt that, and I was just like,
yeah. I mean, if I was in that situation, yeah, I'll probably be kind of hesitant to walk up to a freaking frat because you don't know if they're gonna double team you or not. So yeah, it's kind of intimidating. Yes.
So y'all can blame me for that one.
Yes, Symone. That's what I'm saying. Yes, Symone.
What?
Yes. You started this freaking frat. Now you got
What I was gonna say, I'm having fun with y'all, so I'm gonna just give y'all some tea. So I was supposed to come back with Chris.
Oh.
So freaking frag was supposed to be me and Kyra.
Oh.
Do tell.
And so there wasn't supposed to be a Liz.
Really?
So when Liz tells her story about how last minute they gave her a call, that was the day I said, I'm sorry guys, I can't do it. I pulled out like last minute. So some people think I'm like hard on Liz or their relationship, but actually it makes me so happy. And I run around and I tell Rashid, I'm like, I'm right, I did good. And he was like, you just really got to pat yourself on the back, just because there were a number of reasons, but I was just like, I prayed on it, and I woke up the next morning and I was like, I don't think my husband's there, and I don't think it's right for me to take somebody else's opportunity to meet hers. So I actually thought that they had already like casted somebody maybe, and that they were gonna pull that person and put me in, and I didn't want to do nobody like that. I didn't realize, and then later learning that like they added, I was like, well, that's even better. And she for real to me found love. So I was like, good. That's what I wanted.
Okay. Why did you pull out?
Logistics. No.
No, let me ask you this question. Why did they ask you to come back? Like,
I'm amazing.
okay.
I know you haven't met me in real life.
Yeah,
Ashley has, but
you are. Hey, you are.
and you didn't get to see 1/10 of my real personality, right? In the first season. I think that was intentional. You can't see it all. There's nothing to return, right? So, I think that it was because I'm actually like really fun and funny and like how we're talking today. Like I have some poignant moments and goofy moments. So my guess would be like Chris. Um, there was a lot more to see, and for me, I had a lot of growth, both on the show but also in my real life. And there's a lot more there. And then I'm just a whole ham. I'm like I'm silly, funny, fun. And there was a lot of outtakes that they didn't air, but that um, could have made for some interesting shenanigans, we'll say.
All right then. All right. Okay, I'm gonna ask a question.
Go ahead.
Hey, ladies, question: would y'all do another TV show, reality TV show? Would y'all do another show? If so, what kind of show would you do?
I mean, I wouldn't mind. Of course, since, I would definitely rather do something that's more TV and film as far as like scripted TV or film. But I wouldn't mind. But I think if I was to do it, I would not do anything. I know a lot of people, I was like, go on Ready to Love. No, I'm definitely not doing that. I would go on a dating show, but be centered around me, where I got to pick the man that
Yes!
I would definitely do something like that.
I would come on and help you.
Yes, I would need your help. Of course, that would be comedy relief, the comic relief on the show. And it would be hilarious. I definitely think it would be hilarious. But yeah, that would be the show I would do.
Yeah. So I would say no, just how I politely declined this second opportunity, although I was very flattered and grateful. And I would say no because I've actually in my real life I've done the work, and in my real life, like my dating life is the best it's ever been. I have a lot of quality. I have access to a lot of quality men and men who make me very happy. And I also have a lot of peace. So I wouldn't do dating, but I would do something that would where I could be an attorney, where I could share my gifts, I can share some of my legal knowledge. So if it was like a reality show that was based around me being the attorney that I am and quirky and all this stuff, I'd do something like that. Or even like hosting, co-hosting or guest hosting, coming on and dropping in, giving you legal advice. Like, all right, hon, here's how you get stress leave. I'm gonna help you get paid to quit your job and still have a job and your benefits.
Right.
So something where I'm helping people and entertaining.
All right.
Wow. That is good. So yeah, you gave us some tea, Symone. So yeah, that is wow. So
and what's really funny is like when I think about it, I'm like, oh my God. It made so much sense because of course part of me was like, y'all made me look so crazy. Like my friends in real life, certain episodes were like, who is this girl? This isn't you. Now that first episode where I was running around asking everybody if they had a passport, that was me. But certain other things, it wasn't like that. But then it made sense. I was like, oh, okay. They want a continuation and growth. But I realized like, I think that I think Alexis was supposed to be the church girl of the season. No, I seriously. I know we're all because they always want a church girl, kind of storyline. But I think Alexis was supposed to be the church girl. I think Kyra was supposed to be the Liz. And I think that I was going to be the Kyra. No offense to those wonderful men, but I would have picked myself and probably pulled a Naya and picked up the phone and say, Rashid, come get me. Pull up in the Bentley and bring me some Popeyes. Thank you. Bye. And he'll be like, all right, I'm on my way. And that's how it would have ended.
But you wouldn't have picked any of the guys? There's nobody on that season that you would have picked?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I would have enjoyed. I know. I would have picked David and I would have picked Joel.
David. Yeah. Man, are you serious?
That's the look that I like. I like that look.
The crazy look.
His suits? Are you kidding me?
What crazy look?
You talking about David from this season?
Yeah, well, I didn't know he was crazy when I looked at his suits. I'm saying I would have figured it out And then I would have been like, Rasheed, come get me.
Hey, Rasheed couldn't get you. You be tied up in the basement somewhere. Come on.
I would have been like, I told you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Now,
Yeah.
For you, Symone, I wanted you, I thought that you and Rasheed would be a good match.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Why?
when I see y'all on the show, and
they was on the boat or something like that?
no, they was on the truck.
Was
you know
good
what I'm
back
saying?
together. Back
Yeah,
in the truck,
and y'all, to me, y'all had good chemistry and a good connection on the show, but I think, I forgot how you got eliminated, or, I think maybe he was the only one that was, into you. I don't know. I think
He saved me. Yeah. I didn't like nobody else, and I got on their nerves.
Oh,
no,
you
actually, what it was is some of the girls didn't like me, and so they got together and they told the guys to vote me out.
Oh,
and
really?
Rasheed was like, "No, I'm not." And then they busted Rasheed, and then I was like, "This is stupid. I'm going home." And so I was like, "Rasheed, I know where you live," and so then I did that.
So so y'all have a good friendship. Y'all have a good.
We do. That's my bestie.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Rasheed seems like he's a cool dude, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he do.
You know,
I was thinking that they would have brought him back, but
I thought so too. No, y'all, what's funny is I asked, I was like, is Rasheed coming too? Because I kept thinking, I was like, what if their guys are all ugly? What if they're all ugly? And or dumb? And then they were like, I'm not telling you if any other guys are coming back. And in my mind, I couldn't make it make sense, because I was like, yeah, I know I'm cool, but why would you bring me back? Like, y'all hadn't ever done this before. Like, I'm not cool enough to carry a whole show. Like, I didn't trust it.
Right.
And then also, literally, I had to get back to work, because that was like 12 weeks of not working. And that time when they were starting, literally, there would have been no break. I would have viewed the reunion, and the next night went to a mixer, starting all over again. Like, I didn't have the mental capacity, and I couldn't do that to my clients.
Yeah.
Wow. Because y'all don't get paid for it, right?
Oh, no. Oh, we do. I don't do things for free.
Oh, y'all do get paid for it. Okay.
Yeah, David had to come back and say, I mean,
that's a contract.
Well, still, apparently you're paying them. Come on, man.
It's not enough. It's not so much that anybody would stay for the money. It's not that. It's more so that you can break even in your real life when you have to miss work.
Right.
Okay, I got you. So even if they got voted off like the next day, you know what I'm saying, they're still gonna get paid like a good amount.
I can't. I'm not allowed to say how they get paid, but I can just
okay. Now let me ask you this. Now, I know Ashley, you watched, because when we were talking in the beginning, I mean, when we had a conversation, you probably forgot some of these people, but so you had Ida that got voted off.
I remember her. Oh yeah.
And you got Christian that got voted off.
Who was that?
See,
the sexy mailman.
The mailman. He looked
like MacGyver, a black MacGyver.
He looks like he could have been a model too.
Yeah, I think he was a model.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
So what do y'all think about them? And Khalif, he got voted off, and Tressa, right?
Was it Tressa?
Yeah. So yeah.
Wait, Ida and Christian though, they're not dating. You mean just as
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What do you think about like them? Like, because they didn't last long, you know.
So I don't really have an opinion about them because they didn't last long.
Right.
Remember, like, y'all really had to refresh my memory. Like,
yeah. Well, the one I was pulling for was Troy. I wanted Troy to last.
Troy is actually my boy. He is. Yeah, he is. I didn't know anybody else from this season, even though I lived in Houston for 15 years. I didn't know anybody but Troy.
Right.
Oh wow.
And it was just funny seeing him because he is like that. He's always been like, he's so smooth.
See that?
Yeah, he talks like super smooth and it's like he doesn't really walk. He like makes trances.
Yeah.
Yes, he glides.
He does that like Spike Lee glide. Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
But that was kind of crazy to see. Number one, all them kisses. I'm like, Troy, what are you doing?
Not just that, he would promise these women trips. Hey, you want to go?
It's like he knew what women want, so let me just go and lead with that so I can stay. And so that's what the vibe it gave me. Like, let me say what I gotta say so I can stay. And I'm like,
right.
You know,
I got actor vibes. I got an album coming out or something going on that I'm trying to out here trying to promote. Like I just need to be out here long enough to not be embarrassed.
Somebody said supposedly Ida and David are dating.
I guess we shall see.
Light skin David?
Light skin David. The David you thought you was interested in.
Yeah, that.
But can't you guys see that? Like,
No.
with my sense of humor, like I would have been saying very serious, outlandish things, and he would have been praying for me. No, it would have been very interesting.
He would have been praying on you with the E.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you got it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Now
we're gonna get ready to wrap it up, but let me think, since you have the inside scoop, Symone, we were trying to reach out to Kyra, but you know she hasn't responded. So if you can put
Kyra. No, I'm just kidding.
You funny, girl. You funny.
No, I had to be quiet because she come in here without her hair down and be so mad at me and be like, wait a minute.
Yeah, we were trying to give her an interview to, interview her, but yeah, she hasn't responded. But that goes to a lot of the cast members haven't responded. Like we be going off on them or something. I don't know.
Kyra, I'm really on an interview. I called her up. I'll talk to you. I'll fill you in later.
Tell her she needs to.
You got an interview later this week.
Yeah, tell her she got an interview later this week.
You got an interview later this week.
Tell her she has a lot of stuff we need to clear up and just let her do that.
Yeah, I'm on an interview right now. Okay, bye.
Bye, Kyra. Hey, girl.
Yeah, so, I'm sure she's. If you saw my room with all these boxes, I'm sure she's like, "When are you closing on this house?" I was like, "Whenever the mortgage company lets me free."
Hey, Symone. Serious question. The housing market in Houston, is it pretty rough out there?
No, it is the best ever.
Really?
My first year, I had an official first year here like a week ago. I've been here 1 whole year. I've had like 3 boyfriend offers in a year. Now I declined them. I was grateful for the opportunity.
Okay.
The quality, and I think because like I moved here from Dallas, and Dallas the quality is very different. The men aren't as, I feel like they're not as worldly, but there's also like not a lot of different industries. Like here we have oil and gas,
right,
medicine, all these things. And I also like, I really love African men, and there's a lot of them. This is like the Nigerian capital of America.
Oh, yeah.
So I just say, well, I say that to say we have a lot of like brilliant guys, and intelligent ones too. But at the same time, my girlfriends have said a lot of them aren't very serious, and they exercise all of their options. So,
Symone, I thought he asked about the housing market. How do you know?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the men.
No, no, why ask you about men?
Oh, they're great. Oh, the housing market is nuts. It's yeah. This is like the 4th or 5th house I put an offer on. It's difficult.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The men are great.
There are the men.
All right,
come visit.
Oh no.
And Ashley, you gonna be flying out tomorrow?
I am. I'm flying out, going back to New Orleans, going enjoy the 4th of July out there, eat some good food. Don't say nothing.
Yeah, because I'm about to never go back there again. But go ahead.
Are you gonna do the Essence?
Yeah, I am. But Symone, he thinks that New Orleans is not like the people aren't friendly. I'm like,
are you crazy?
Exactly.
No, that's
You must have been talking to cops. Were you talking to some cops?
No, we were talking to some old woman with a homeless bag, and
she was probably hungry. She was hangry.
No, she wasn't hungry.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So anyway, but
yeah, well,
that was our experience.
Yeah, we've been traumatized ever since then.
Okay, well, let us know next time you're going. We'll
exactly
help you do it right next time.
Yeah. All right, so this has been fun, ladies. It has been fun. So, anything that you want to say? I know, Symone, you want to say something. Ashley, you want to say something before you end? Where can they follow you? I put you guys' Instagram down in the description, but of course, if you definitely can give your shout outs.
Awesome, yes. So subscribe to Rashid and I's YouTube channel, Ages and Stages on YouTube. We are actually, after the finale, we're going to go on a quick break, but we're going to come back and we're actually going to be talking about dating, relationships, and the hard questions that you really got to after, you know, a ready to love type experience. We're going to hit them, for example, with we're exchanging credit reports. So we're going to exchange credit reports. We're going to talk about what that looks like and why you need to go through hard questions like that. We're going to do that. We're going to cover a variety of topics and have panels. So we hope y'all tune in.
All right, definitely. And also, of course, y'all can follow me everywhere, Creole One Queen. I also do have a YouTube channel as well. I need to get it popping back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've been on there. Yeah.
I have it.
I have.
Oh, yeah.
She was singing and stuff. I was like, oh, look at her. So cute.
You can do everything. Is there anything you can't?
Don't like that, D.
You the only person can call me that, man.
Your wife started it, okay?
Yeah, I got on her about that. You know.
So, long live Deacon Eddie, okay? So, all I'm saying is,
and y'all are so cute. You guys are aspirational, y'all. You're so
thank you, Symone. Thank you. Thank you.
Marriage goals, couple goals. Also Instagram as well. Creole One Queen. Y'all just keep us lifted in prayer. We still live in this thing and, trying to get it together. Hopefully one day I'll be as happy as Symone with my boo. No, let me stop.
What? You got a boo?
No, I said with a boo, with my boo. She said she's happy with her dating.
Oh, okay.
Yes. With my Houston post ready to love experience. And I would say that for any of the ladies that have been on, however it works in the reunion. If nothing else, check your DMs, boo. Check your DMs.
That's true.
Or check the old folks home, right? Maybe.
Oh, they're lonely. Yes. Get you one of them old men that was in the military. They've got the best pensions and VA benefits, guys. That's what you need to get a home.
You know what, Symone?
Like, don't tell everybody's secrets.
Yeah. Hey, I was in the VA. Oh, no, I'm a veteran. Okay, yeah, but I'm not in the old folks home.
No, well, and you have a wife, so ain't nobody talking about you.
You are hilarious.
Yes,
I had no idea. So yeah. Ladies, again, once again, thank you so much for joining us. This has been fun. It has been, you spilled a little tea, Symone. So yes, thank you for the tea. And thank you for hooking us up with that Kyra interview because the people want to know. The people want to know. The people want to know. So yeah, definitely tell us. We inbox her or DM her on Instagram, and if she could just respond.
Sure will. Yes, and I want to come back. Me and Rashid want to come back. And, especially want to talk to y'all. Y'all are the pros.
Right. Okay. Yeah. If y'all want to come back after the
when y'all come back for y'all break.
And ready to love and what else y'all want to talk about? Relationships and all that stuff or whatever, for sure.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
Yeah, definitely.
And Ashley, we appreciate you hooking us with Symone. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Without you, we won't get Symone on here.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. You have a safe flight down to
New Orleans.
You gotta say it together, right? New Orleans.
New Orleans. I call it New Orleans.
He call it New Orleans.
New Orleans. Yeah.
I call it New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Thank you.
I call it New Orleans.
I like New Orleans.
Sometimes people say Nolans.
New Orleans.
No, and no.
Only the Caucasians.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Y'all, that's why y'all got treated like that. They knew y'all were tourists.
Yeah, probably so.
Probably so.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah.
I guess don't nobody ask nobody for help and to pay it forward. I was trying to pay it forward. She got an
she said, well, my spirit tells me I need help pay for this woman's food. I said, my spirit didn't tell me that, and she wouldn't try to pay for her own food. I don't need your money.
It was crack. She wanted crack.
I don't need your money. I said, I told you, don't come back here.
Anyway, bye. So thank y'all so much for joining.
Appreciate
you guys have a great night, and we appreciate it.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.